Dumelang, it's a beautiful Friday night and we're still celebrating women from across different walks of life. Here's what's coming up for your enjoyment. Guess who's in town? We kickstart by sitting down with international singer-songwriter Anthony Hamilton as he takes us through his musical journey and his Women's Day concert in Johannesburg this weekend. We then cross over to the Basadi In Music Awards, a bold celebration of female talent across the music industry, from singers and DJs to producers. The Indian market is a vibrant showcase of local fashion, celebrating the creativity and craftsmanship of Indian culture as well as tradition. We then unpack The Child Bride. From Captive to Courageous is a real-life story and testament by author Mmathabo Sukati. She talks to us about emphasizing transformation and resilience. Lots more to look forward to. Some amazing performances are coming up as well, so do stay tuned in. Candy Girl, we're all yours. Let's rock.
Your home of all things arts, culture and lifestyle entertainment. Dumelang, Sanbonani, Absheni, and hello. Welcome to Trendz Live. My name is Kansani Kaza, but please call me Candy, and I'll be your host this evening. You already heard from the headlines that we have a lot in store for you tonight, but before we get more, let's start with our news wrap. We're back again this week with your weekly dose of international entertainment news. All eyes were on Hollywood Boulevard this week as hip-hop legend Busta Rhymes officially took his place amongst music royalty. The rapper was honored with a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame, surrounded by fans and fellow icons like LL Cool J and Big Daddy Kane, who called him a trailblazer of the genre. In another emotional reveal, pop superstar Justin Timberlake shared a heartfelt message with his fans when he wrapped up his Forget Tomorrow tour. The singer opened up about battling Lyme disease, describing it as relentlessly debilitating. Despite the physical toll, Timberlake pushed through to give fans unforgettable shows, writing, "The joy that performing brings me far outweighs the fleeting stress my body was feeling." He thanked his supporters, crew, and family, ending with a heartfelt note to his wife, Jessica Biel, and his children. Whether on stage or off, JT reminds us why he's one of the most loved performers of our time. British filmmaker Grinda Ganda announced a sequel to her 2002 cult football hit, Bend It Like Beckham, a day before the Women's Euro Champions final on Saturday, July 27th. Ganda didn't confirm if the original cast is returning, even though she is certain that everyone is going to want to come back. Bend It Like Beckham was released back in 2002 and emerged as a sleeper hit, earning $76.6 million on a budget of $5.6 million. The coming-of-age comedy starred Nagra as an Indian-origin teen who defied her Punjab family as conventions and dreamt of becoming a footballer. Ganda teased the sequel when she was in Basel, Switzerland, to witness the Women's Euro final, which ended with a dramatic penalty victory for England over Spain. And finally, nerds rejoice. San Diego Comic-Con, the world's biggest pop culture convention, is back, drawing over 135,000 fans from across the globe. From giant 8-ball heads to full-blown superhero suits, cosplay ruled the streets. But while fans embraced the fandom, many noticed a shift. Fewer A-list stars and more focus on the original comic-loving spirit. One fan said, "It kind of makes my experience better. It brings it back to the nerds." And with costs for flights, hotels, and costumes soaring, attendees say it's all worth it. And that's all we have for you this week on our weekly dose of entertainment news. Stay trendy.
Yo, you can already tell that it's going to be a fun-filled type of Friday. We do, though, have more special treats up our sleeves, but for now, we're going to take a quick ad break. And whilst we pause, please engage with us on X. We are at Trendz on SABC, and we'll be right back discussing. Welcome back to Trendz Live right here on SABC News. The man himself is back in town and shaking things up. We're talking about the one and only Anthony Hamilton, who has got a Women's Day concert taking place tomorrow night. Trendz Live producer Randy Tubani got to sit down with him in Sandton as they talk us through his journey to becoming, his music, and this particular concert. Ooh, Mara, I'm so jealous. Huh?
It's not every day that you get to sit down with the legendary international Grammy Award-winning singer-songwriter himself, Mr. Anthony Hamilton. We start off by unpacking the beautiful music he makes and the inspiration behind it. Songs like Charlene, Her Heart, Best of Me are some of my personal favorite songs. And obviously, you know, you embody a lot of women. You apologize to these women. You embrace these women, in fact. Take us through who these women are that you sing about.
Oh, man. From my grandmother to my mother to my sisters and women I've dated. I was married before. And, you know, there's a song for all of them in my catalog. And, you know, the experience with those women have all been different, but I've felt love from each and every one of them. So to represent them as a man and what they've poured into me, I show it through music and through lyric and through action.
Is 15-year-old Anthony proud of you?
Oh, absolutely. He's very proud of me, and he feels safe with me, and he believed in me, and he's still championing me right now. He's cheering me on.
God at the center of it all, and Mr. Hamilton is thankful for the gift of creation. What keeps you grounded?
The God in me, just knowing that I was designed from something incredible, that I'm connected to it, and you know, He's believing in me to do the right thing with what He's given me. And just growing up as a church boy, those whoopings came in handy. Those punishments and all that stuff, man, just makes you respect your elders and the Creator and just people in general. So you have to stay humble. I say this all the time. If you're not God, don't act like it.
Would you say that you've arrived?
I'm on my way.
Besides being a musical genius, son, brother, amongst many other roles, Anthony is also a proud father and dad. What legacy are you leaving behind?
Being a father of 6 sons, I want to definitely leave a legacy that I was a man, you know, and that I stood firm and strong in my masculinity, but not afraid to be vulnerable, soft, and I was a good person, you know. Outside of the music, I like to be a good person. I think being a good person makes the music sound better, makes the food taste better, and
keeps you younger?
Keeps you younger. I don't have any enemies, so I want to keep it that way. And I want my boys to be proud of the man that stood before them.
At the concert, Anthony will be sharing the stage with another international legend, Joe Thomas. There'll also be acts from local South African music greats set to wow the audience.
I'm a fan of each and every one of them. Java is new to me, but I'm a fan of him anyway. And just to share the stage with Zonke and Vusi, we've been talking and communicating for years. We finally got music together. Did 2 with Zonke and 1 with Vusi last night. And we're just excited to share the stage and to blend the continent and celebrate women, with a woman. She's the only woman on the roster, so she is the queen. And shout out to Lyra too, and send my love to her as well. She's another amazing artist here.
To all the women breaking barriers, the women changing the narrative in their respective industries, to the women at home just trying to catch their breath, here's a message for you.
Continue pushing and breaking down barriers, because we need that spirit. We need that common sense that women tend to have when we think we got it, and we have the screwdriver and we think we got it all together. A woman to come and be like, you forgot this part. So that's important, for someone to help us be men. I think a lot of times, you need a good woman to realize if your manhood is where it should be. And they'll challenge you to be stronger and sharper. And they're flowers. I think women are flowers. Hey, what's up? Anthony Hamilton here, and you're watching Trendz Life on SABC News. Giving you the best of me, 'cause y'all amazing.
My dancing shoes are on. Be there or be envious. We are the epitome of beauty, strength, and power. Happy Women's Month, Banyana Bag.
What an iconic man. The Vu train is known as a luxurious mode of transport. Recently, it had unique passengers draped in bold fashion silhouettes. The occasion on the train was about effortless fashion that makes a statement by some exciting fashion greats. Trendz Live producer Bulelani Lukokwana was on the train to find out who the judges of Proudly SA Local Fashion Police are. Let's get more.
The local fashion police comes alive, this time on the wheels of the blue train. You see, the train's passengers are often the opulent and high-end lifestyle travelers. Behind the glitz and the glam lies remarkable themes of promoting and authenticating proudly South African clothing.
The local fashion police is a consumer activity, really. It's meant to educate and entertain consumers. We had to find a way, as proudly South African, an easy, relatable way for consumers and for South Africans to understand us when we say local is lekker in the context of the clothing sector. But also for us to show and tell. It's so believable when you wear something local and you stand in front of somebody and say, this is what I mean, how amazing is this? And you tell them who you're wearing. As an individual, I believe that style, just style, whether it's casual, whether it's couture, whether it is traditional, whether it's office wear, style will always be in fashion. But fashion is not always stylish. So you can't copy somebody else. You've got to copy you and be comfortable with what looks good on you. And if you're just driven by, I'm just stylish, you can literally put together a t-shirt and a pair of jeans and sneakers and a cap. And you walk in and people turn heads and they're like, who's that? But you're wearing, it's literally a pair of jeans, sneakers, but it's how you carry it and how you mix the look together.
Whilst we enjoy the scenic train ride, the judges of the local fashion police are officially revealed. Amongst them, we catch up with creative forces known for blending cultural heritage with contemporary design.
Every day you need to fearfully or fearlessly embrace who you are. That's how I would say it. So for instance, that's why people can wear a simple black dress and wear bold, chunky beaded accessories. It's not, I want to say it's not over the top. It's very easy to do, but you need to understand the principles behind African dressing. And I would say African dressing is not for the faint-hearted. You're not trying to look like everyone else. You're trying to look like a true reflection of you or your best self. African aesthetics are all about boldness, and the easiest way to infuse boldness into your wardrobe, firstly, is color. After you move into color, you then move into print. So African aesthetics, for instance, instead of doing blush pinks and rose and damask, you can still do a floral print, but it's bolder. Strelitzia, bold, red, orange, you know. Color will always forever be in fashion, one. And in African fashion, color is bright and bold. Secondly, texture, like for me, the go-to African fabric is leather, especially in Southern Africa.
We don't just do clothing. You know, when you sell a brand, you don't sell clothes. You sell the idea of what the clothes mean, the feeling behind it. And I feel like what we wanted to understand about what we were trying to do is to sell the idea of how our clothes make people feel. And without the feeling, there's nothing.
With much excitement upon the reveal of some of the judges, we also catch up with fashion enthusiasts anticipating a fabulous upcoming local fashion police event.
What am I looking forward to when it comes to fashion police? I think we're going to see a lot of creativity. We're going to see a lot of color. We're going to see so much incredible inspiration, you know. We're going for more relaxed fits. We're going for easygoing stuff, you know, stuff that's not necessarily confining, but stuff that really allows you to be you. I think this initiative is so amazing because it's taken what we loved, what is proudly South African, what is truly us, what makes us authentically us, and we've taken it and put it on the blue train, which is one of our biggest treasures in South Africa. So it's so good to see that.
You're going to see a lot of color, a lot of patterns, a lot of really unconventional paintings in terms of fabrics, right? So that is what you're going to see, but you're also going to see a lot of texture in the design. So a lot of flowy dresses and a lot of, you know, exaggerated sleeves, exaggerated something.
A luxurious fashion experience on wheels, emphasizing that fashion isn't just about what you wear, but you own it. As the countdown to the local fashion police event, one thing's for certain, South African style continues to take center stage.
Where amazing women are gathered, magic takes place. The Basadi In Music Awards reminds us of the greatness we carry and the power we possess as women. It is a bold celebration of female talent, from singers and DJs to producers and the behind-the-scenes trailblazers. Trendz Live producer Randy Tsubani got to mingle with the stars in Braamfontein to shine the light on excellence in the music industry.
It's day 2 of the 4th annual Basadi Music Awards, and one of my favorite words is the word Basadi. Women are looking absolutely fantastic, great, gorgeous, and I think one of the most beautiful things is the fact that we are here to celebrate one another. The CEO and founder of the event, Hloni Modise Mmathabo, unpacks what her vision for this phenomenal event was when she decided to start out.
I have a little box of ideas, and Basadi Music Awards was one of those. So thank you to COVID, because then I was able to tap into that box to sort of look at, okay, what can we do? But also I've been talking to a lot of these female artists because of my, I've been in the industry for 20 years. So I was able to, chat, and we needed a space where we can be able to celebrate women. I think it's great to be in a space where we can be able to celebrate. Just let's love each other, let's support each other, let's celebrate each other, and for me that gives me fire. So every time I feel down, I always have to remind myself why I started.
The theme this year was nature's timeless energy: air, fire, water and earth. Actress and guest presenter Puti Khomo definitely showed up. She spoke some inspiring words on the importance of having your own voice as a woman and using it well.
I think what's important is for women to believe their voices. We all have a voice. Do you actually believe your voice? Do you actually believe what you say about yourself? Speak your truth. Your truth can never ever get you in a line where you find yourself in trouble. Your speak always reflects the most beautiful parts of you.
Pop Artist of the Year nominee Anika Kiana was both nervous and excited as she took us through this nomination milestone.
I feel nervous firstly, but I feel absolutely thrilled to be here. I mean, with you powerful, beautiful women, there's so many confident women here, it's crazy. But it honestly means absolutely everything to be here. It's my first time ever at an awards. First ever award I've been nominated for. The music I'm making now is you know, speaks volumes about where I'm going.
Ho ba mosadi ke ntho e makatsang ebile e bohlokwa haholo. Women from across different walks of life understood the assignment. I got to speak to some of the winners about what these awards mean to them.
Tla ke sebaka sa go dumedisa ke dumedise le baretsi go gae le balebeledi go gae nka go raka re award e entire ke go pele ya nthotloetsa e ira gore ke kgone gore ke nne le that thing e leng gore e mpusha gore ke nne ke tswelle ka go nna ntse ke opela ebile ke bina mmino wa setso.
I am over the moon. I feel blessed. I feel excited. I think as females, nothing comes easy for us, if we're being honest, in any field, right? It's very important to believe in yourself.
God is great, and I thank God for giving me the talent.
Hip hop, hooray!
I feel like we are definitely recognized. I felt so much love in that room. I love just the fact that women could come together like that to be able to celebrate each other.
We did it!
I feel loved, you know, I mean, women coming, or whenever Basadi fella coming together to honor each other, you know, and for getting this honor, you know, a lifetime achievement, it means a lot to me. It says my work hasn't gone unnoticed.
And indeed, Basadi celebrated one another and took up as much space as they could. Some of the guests also shared words of inspiration this Women's Month.
I think it's very important to understand that having a voice come with different experiences. Strength being one of them, resilience being one of them.
For me, being a woman is being a diva, but we're carrying the whole world on top of our shoulders. We run households, basically everything. Even the men we have in our lives, they can't survive without us.
Speak your truth and believe your voice.
Happy Women's Month! Hello South Africa, I want to say Happy Women's Day kubomme bonke eNingizimu Afrika nangaphandle kweNingizimu Afrika ngithi nazi futhi nibaluleke kangakanani bomama. In whatever challenges that you come across, fix your eyes on the Lord and God will guide you and lead you and keep you strong. We love you. Mwah!
Happy Women's Day! Wow, 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 wow. Bomama, imbokote, ziyakhala, ziyalila. You know imbokote, you are flowers of this world.
You are watching Trendz Live on SABC News. Happy Women's Day.
You're watching Trendz Live on SABC News, Channel 404, and Happy Women's Day.
Halala Basadi, halala.
We came, we saw, we experienced, and we conquered. What a spectacular night. Basadi In Music Awards, well done.
Wow, female supremacy at its best. And Basadi Baka, happy Women's Day for tomorrow. When we return, we have an inspiring interview. You don't want to miss it. We are getting into a heartwarming story of courage and overcoming real lived challenges. Mmathabo Sukati was forced and became part of the ever-growing global statistics of child marriages at just the age of 15. Her story began with a disturbing and dubious prophecy from a church elder claiming that God had chosen her to become the second wife of a much older man. Free from captivity and now empowered, Mmathabo has written a powerful memoir narrating this true story as the author. And she's here tonight on Trendz Live, this Women's Month. Welcome to the show.
Thank you very much, Candy.
It's so amazing having you, but I guess we'll just get straight into it. You mean your story started with, this prophecy when you were just 15. How did that all happen and how were you feeling when you got these news?
Well, I was 15, as you can imagine. I didn't see any signs of it coming. Yeah. I just heard my mom calling. And she sat me down and told me that we're about to, get you married to this man. And I felt like I was in a dream, I couldn't believe it. I was scared. I felt this chill running down my spine and I was like, Mom, what are you saying?
Why are you robbing me of my childhood?
I want to be a doctor. I'm a top performer at school, top of the class always. So why, what are you saying? you know, so I was scared, I was anxious, I was in a dream. I felt like somebody would wake me up and say, no, this is a dream, don't worry.
This is your reality.
Kanti, it's a reality.
Now you're in it, right? How does that experience go with this man that is now your husband, that you have now kids with?
Well, at the time, you know, I ran away from home. I mean, you will see when you read the book. I ran away from home trying to escape all of this. And people who were supporting me from the community felt happy when they heard that I ran away, and they thought maybe this won't happen. But then I came back thinking I'm just going to collect my clothes, and went back to go back to boarding school. And that's when I was, you know, locked up into my room, and you know, I was forced then into this marriage. And the relationship with the man was very difficult because I mean, he was much older, and here I am, 15-year-old, and having to deal with this man. It was very challenging, very emotional, very
yeah, but it's fine because you speak about it in the book, and people must go buy it so that they can read more about the story. But you know, you did speak about recurring like suicidal thoughts throughout the book. So what gave you the courage, you know, like 40 years later, to say, no, I'm going to tell my story because it's so personal, and now you're making it public?
Yes, because I still read a lot about it. I see articles that are written about child marriages. I watched a video, for example, or a documentary that talks about child marriages in another country. And I read about articles, you know, of child marriages happening all the way up the continent. But I don't hear people talking about it. So the book is really to get that conversation going, to get people talking about how to end child marriages, because it's a form of, you know, GBV as well.
Yes.
So there's women who are still stuck in, you know, they were married off younger, and they are still stuck in there, and there are girls who are still going through it even today.
So for you, it's like, let me take back my power, but also use this book hopefully to educate and provide advocacy. I do want to touch on this though, you know, there's a quote that captures the spirit of the book where you say, the girl who was once the epitome of shattered dreams and deferred destiny has held executive roles in a number of prestigious corporate firms. And that obviously is an extraordinary line that shows that you went from captive to free. How did that happen? Because surely there must be a life-changing decision, or like that pivotal moment that propels you to where you are now.
Remember, I was forced into this. I didn't want that life. So according to me, I couldn't stay in there. I needed to find a way to leave that setup. I don't call it a marriage, but people call it a marriage. So I needed to find a way to escape. And because I now had children, I wanted to protect my daughters from going through the same thing. So I decided I'm going to fight, you know, to be free, financially free, emotionally free. So that's why I decided to go back to school and worked my way up, became a chartered accountant, and worked as a corporate executive.
Yes, you even have an MBA. Look at that.
Exactly.
Not letting this define you whatsoever.
Yes. And also I wanted to be emotionally free, and for me to be able to go back to school, it was so that I can stay focused. I needed to forgive. You know, some people asked for forgiveness after I went back to school, and I forgave everybody. I forgave my parents. I forgave the people that were involved. But there's people who were at the center of this who never apologized, but I learned to accept an apology that never came, so that I can release myself from the situation and move forward and focus on my dreams and my goals and raising my children.
And you've done such an amazing job at that. I mean, you are a true testament of just not letting your circumstances be the end of it all for you. But, you know, we're living in a country where, you know, GBV is quite high in South Africa. There's also obviously girls that also are experiencing this, like you did say earlier on. So how do you hope this book really impacts them and speaks to them?
I hope this book, it will be seen as a voice, you know, for the millions of girls that are still going through this today. I hope this book will bring light into you know, the darkness that these girls face every day, especially those that are already in that setup. I hope this book will get communities, churches, and political parties to talk about child marriages and to bring it, to find ways and policies to bring it to an end.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure it also shaped your views on like love and trust and just, you know, your identity, especially being somebody in corporate as well as a mother. And I can't imagine that writing this book, there was ever anything that was easy about it, because now you're going back, you know, you're tapping into trauma, but somehow you've overcome it. So there's obviously girls at home watching right now. What would you say to them, and especially, or rather specifically, to the young girl that you write about in the early chapters of this book?
I would say, girl, your voice matters. You are not defined by the circumstances that were created for you. You are the only one that can make your dreams come true. So I would say your dreams are valid. So I would say fight, you know, don't give up, and let that light that is shining bright inside of you, allow it to break through, to come out, so that it can shine and the world can see it and receive it.
Sure.
So I would encourage the girls not to give up, but let this book, let this story bring you that hope, you know.
Oh, thank you so much, Mmathabo. I mean, this has been so beautiful. It's been personal, and you've been able to be vulnerable with us, and that's something that we appreciate here on Trendz Live. And we are so proud of you for this book and just kind of fighting against all odds.
Thank you very much, and I appreciate the discussion.
Yes. Man, I mean, this is such a touching story, but at least it just shows you that so much is happening in our country, but we can also overcome so many things. A true testament to just the epitome of strength, because she went from captivity to courageous. And on that note, we say once again, thank you.
Baby funda emehlweni am uyeke ilove letter xelela utata wakho inkomo sizaziletha induku enhle khawuleza izweni amaswe onke ayakhala ngobuhle bakho induku enhle khawuleza izweni amaswe onke 1 2 3 sing njalo bakhalaza 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 ngobuhle bakho uthando lwakho baby letha nhliziyo yakho ndiyayicela cela uthando lwakho baby letha nhliziyo yakho baby ndiyayicela cela induku enhle khawuleza izweni amaswe onke ayakhala ngobuhle bakho induku enhle khawuleza izweni. Are we ready? 1 2 1 2 3 sing njalo bakhalaza 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 ngobuhle bakho baby funda emehlweni am uyeke ilove letter xelela utata wakho inkomo. Can I go one time? 1 2 3 sing njalo bakhalaza njalo bakhalaza njalo bakhalaza.
Now that was definitely a sweet treat. You just heard him with the romantic song of the song titled Love Letter. Now, onto an artist who's not only pleasant to the eyes, but has a serenading voice that often charms the ladies countrywide and beyond. He's obtained several musical accolades and is certainly on a new musical trajectory. R&B singer Lungisa Hlamela. Did I get it right? All right. He's back making magic in studio after taking a hiatus to recuperate and reboot after a few hardships in the music biz. The new body of work speaks to endless resilience for those in hot pursuit of their dreams. We're so delighted to have you. Welcome to Trendz Live, sir.
I'm glad to be here. Thank you so much for having me.
Listen, I'm smiling ear to ear, but you know, like I said earlier, we need to start chatting all about everything.
Yeah.
I mean, you've graced so many stages and then you took a break. What have you been up to?
Well, thanks for having me. It's Lungisa Hlamela. You'll get it right. You'll get it right. Don't worry. It's not the easiest one. But it's been a tricky journey, man. You know, from success on different platforms, you know, competitions, getting fame there. And then we can't deny that around 2020, when the COVID hit, our artists and the entertainment industry in the whole took a big hit, you know. And I think from there, others haven't recovered. I know so many people till this day that haven't been able to, you know, sort of recover. And it's tough.
It's tough, but look at you recovering and back on our stages.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's one of the reasons I took a seat back. And then a few disputes with the record labels as well, you know, trying to get out of a situation where we're both not seeing eye to eye in terms of my future and where I want to go and where they want to go. So I think that took a bit of time, quite strenuous because Galogu, when you're not working, that infects your pocket.
It does affect your pockets. Yeah, but
it's become a bit tough.
I can only imagine that there's those difficulties. I mean, you even had a life-changing moment with your mom where she went through an illness that also impacted you, but also speaks to her courage and resilience as a woman and a mother in your life. How did that impact you?
100%, man. My mom is my rock. You know, she's the pillar of everything I do. Most important person to me, and with her prayers and her love and support, I'm here today. So when she gets something, you know, when they get older, obviously things happen. You know, they become a bit ill, and they have certain illnesses and health, you know, scares. So recently we experienced that in the most challenging way. She was unfortunately wrongly diagnosed with cancer.
That feels like that's going to be a separate conversation, but what I want to know is that she's doing better. Her prayers have brought you to this point.
Right now, just 2 weeks ago, she told her the great news that no, it's not cancerous. And the next week she went through an operation to remove what was there, which is like a tumor or something. But, you know, just that period, very scary, because you don't want to lose that one person that, you know, is your biggest supporter, your biggest anchor, and your prayer warrior, you know.
Yeah, but we don't have to worry about losing her because she's still here.
She's going to be here for a long time.
It's going to be a very, very long time to see the more success that you create. Let's now speak about, you know, your music. It's described as R&B. You know, you're a guy that sings to the ladies. It's all about love. But can you summarize exactly what genre you do and the messages behind the music you make?
Yeah, look, I am predominantly known for that genre. R&B, soul, neo-soul. That's the genre I've been doing. It's the one that I won the Summer Award for as well. And for me, I think it's my music transcends though to different genres as well. That people
and genders
know. Everyone loves the music. Everyone wants love, because that's the topic I really speak about most, which is love. And I think that the world needs love, and that's what I speak about, man. But in terms of my genre, probably the demographic of my singers is mostly women, and that's what I sing to. I appreciate them, I love them.
Listen, we love that you appreciate us, and we love you. I mean, you saw earlier on I was smiling ear to ear as you were serenading me. 100%. But with your appreciation of women, you've got a rendition of a Brenda Fassie song on your new album. Tell us a little bit more about that.
Brenda Fassie is going to be one of the biggest songs, I think, in the country.
Okay.
It has elements of, you know, her her influence, obviously, you know, when we say music 145, it's just simple music, but music that's going to make you want to dance and have a good time, like she did as well. And Be Mbogoto, man, she was a rock and someone that we can look up to for certain things. Mostly, but others we can just leave them behind.
She's a legend, you know.
In her right, I wanted to pay tribute to one of the greatest artists we've had in the country, and a woman that inspires other women as well till this day.
Till this day, I mean, I love that you just said that, and we have to speak about another track on the album called Oko Oko. What are the sentiments behind that one? Please.
Oko Oko is my current single that I just released about a few weeks ago. And it's doing amazing. Been enjoying the reception from it. Been enjoying talking about it, being out there on social media again. And this song is different, man. Music-wise, it's so different because it's got elements. It's world music. That's what I kind of call it. But it's got elements of Mapiano. It's got elements of Afro beats. It's got a bit of R&B and soul.
Little bit of everything.
It's got it's got everything, man. It's got everything in there. So it's like a sort of juice or soup of music in like intertwined together. And I can't wait for people to hear it, man. I'm excited.
What I'm excited about is how you're also just looking so grateful and appreciative to be back, and also just receiving people's, you know, warm welcome back from you being in the music industry. And I think as an artist, there's something you pray for, you work towards, and it's clearly working out. So let's 100%. Speak about this brand new album. Who you're working with, when is it dropping? You know, you can also hint at some people that you are working with. We don't mind a little exclusive here on the show.
You guys always get me there. But Oko is what I'm focusing on now. When we started this journey after I was released from my record label, we decided, okay, you know what, am I going for an EP or am I just going to do singles? So now we're just playing it by ear, because every single day things change in the industry, especially in the music. Not one thing is set in stone to actually work, and not the other as well. So it's just, you know, we're going to see how it goes, whether we want to carry on with singles throughout until December. We'll see. If we want to do an EP and people are demanding for that, we'll play it by ear as time goes.
I'm sure there's going to be a very high demand for that EP to drop.
There is, because I've been out musically for quite some time. Which is great, you know, working on my craft, working on musicality, being with family, which is very important. Balance, all of that. So I've had time to actually come back to my best. And right now, people are going to see the best of Olungisa Kambela.
Sure. Yes, you corrected me, Mr. Kamela. I got it right again this time. Thank goodness.
You did.
Thank you.
You got it.
But you know, we just have to also just get into the fact that you sang a song when we got back from the break. Can you tell us a little bit more about that song, I Love Letter, you know, the background of it?
I Love Letter is a song that I wrote with Unzi Kanganga from The Soil.
Wow.
We wrote it together just before I released the album, obviously. I had just come from doing house music, and this was the first song that I did back into what I'm known for, Afro soul, Afro pop, which was R&B, soul, all of that, that vibe. And when we wrote the song, man, we just clicked, because obviously he's a talented, amazing person. It just speaks about just finding, it means that in order to find the perfect wife or the perfect partner that you want to be with, where you live, and actually go find them somewhere else. And that's exactly what I did.
Ooh, and on that note, that perfect answer, that's where we're going to close it. Because obviously you're also going to be closing out the show and performing for us once again. But it looks like you're stirring up a lot, you're cooking up, and you're just back with a bang. We just wish you all the best, Lungisa. And siyabulela for joining us on Trendz Live.
Cool. Thank you so much.
Alrighty, on that note, siyayivali party. But please don't despair, because we'll be back again next week, Friday, 8 p.m. sharp, right here on SABC News Channel 404. I did tell you that Lungisa is going to be serenading us with another song. This one is titled Andisoze. So ladies and some gentlemen, please get on your feet and let's have a good time with this man as we sign on out. The name is Candy, but you know what I always say, keep it sweet, and I will see you soon. Mwah. Good night. The stage is yours, sir.
Noma kungashonilanga ubuso noma kungasonilanga lingaphinde liphume noma kungavuki izivuku